What's going on, everybody out in YouTube land, and welcome back to a new episode of GBA. In this episode, we are actually unboxing the April Retro Game Treasure box. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is a monthly subscription service. Basically, they deliver retro video games. And you know, this box costs roughly about $35 a month, so it's not going to be for everybody, but you get 3 to 5 games in the box, and basically you can get games ranging from the Atari age of gaming all the way up to stuff like PS3 and Xbox 360. So on their website, they have a database where you can enter in the games that you already have, so you won't receive duplicates. Also, they have a little area when you're signing up where you can pick like what kind of genres of games you want, and if you want like adult related games or just kid games. So it is a pretty intuitive system, and you do get to like basically pick out what kind of games you want. So this is a good service for those of you who don't have retro game stores around your house like me. I don't have anywhere to shop for retro video games. So I love these monthly subscription services. Retro Game Treasure has been something I've been enjoying over the last, close to a year probably. But yeah, guys, so Retro Game Treasure, one of my favorite days of the month, and I'm excited to open it up and see what we got in this box. I get games for the Sega CD, the Game Boy, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and Nintendo GameCube. Those are the games I can get. Those are the systems I can get games for. And also at the end of this video, after we unbox Retro Game Treasure, I figured I would throw in a small mail call video here because I've got like 3 packages to open up that I got in the mail today. So I figured why not open those while I'm unboxing the Retro Game Treasure. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and cut the tape and let's see what we got in the April Retro Game Treasure. Alright, so once you cut the tape, like I said, you get 3 to 5 games, so that's basically what I'm expecting in this box. Alright, so first up we have bubble wrap, which is always good for protection, right? So we'll throw that down to the side. And right on top we have a NES game, and this feels like a Tengen game if I'm correct. I'll show you guys the game first. Alright, so for Tengen, I had it upside down, but we have Miss Pac-Man. Alright, so, I mean, Miss Pac-Man, it's a classic. You can't go wrong with it. And, it's basically just one of those maze games that came out in the early 80s. But yeah, Miss Pac-Man is an iconic game. Didn't have it, and I am trying to collect all the Tengen games, so I'm definitely happy to get this one. So yeah, first game, Miss Pac-Man, the Tengen version. Alright, so next up, it feels like we've got GameCube games. I think the rest of the games that we got in here is probably GameCube, but there could be a Sega CD game mixed in here. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and pull out the first game. Alright, so first game out of the batch, we have Dave Mirra 2 Freestyle BMX. It's a BMX game. There's not really a whole lot to say about this game. Kind of like just a filler title. But I am casually going for a complete set of GameCube games, so I have no problem receiving these games for the GameCube. And, I'll be honest with you, I have over 225 GameCube games, and I already have a lot of the popular stuff. So they're going to send me games like this because there isn't nothing that I need that a lot of people would consider, good titles. But yeah, Dave Mirra 2 Freestyle BMX on the GameCube. Happy to get it. Alright, so next up, show you guys first. Alright, so we have Curious George. For the GameCube. I know nothing about this game. I used to, be pretty fond of Curious George when I was a young kid or whatnot, But this looks interesting. It looks like it might be based off of the movie. At least that's what it looks like. On the box, they were advertising a free movie ticket inside of the game. But if you guys have played Curious George on the GameCube, let me know what this is all about. And, you know, let me know if you liked it or whatnot. But once again, something I don't have that I'm happy to add to the collection. Let's go ahead and let's open this and see if it's complete. So that's pretty neat. This is complete in box, and it comes with a real GameCube case. So you definitely can't beat that. I love getting complete games. Let's take a look at Dave Mirra and see what is inside the case for this one. Wow, so Dave Mirra is complete in box too, with a real GameCube case. So that's always fun. I mean, as you guys know probably by now, you can get loose disc games in these boxes, which, I mean, that's not the best scenario, obviously, but once again, I really don't mind too much because I can always just print out some repro artwork and it looks good on the shelf either way. But getting complete in box games is always a positive. Alright, so I think we are in... This is the last game that we got this month, so we got 4 games this month. So I will show you guys first. Alright, so we have One Piece game. Shonen Jump's One Piece Grand Adventure. So yeah, most of these anime games I don't know a whole lot about because I haven't never really watched anime in general. I do know that a lot of like the Dragon Ball Z games and, you know, basically those kind of games are, a lot of them are fighting games. So I'm not really sure if this one is kind of in that same, you know, genre of games. But I'm definitely willing to pop it into the GameCube and give it a try. I think I do have one of the One Piece games on GameCube, so there must be multiples of these. But yeah, so for the GameCube, our last game is a One Piece game. So here's a quick look at the back. Alright, so let's check the box and let's see. Yep, that's it. No more games in Retro Game Treasure. So we'll go ahead and put that down to the side. And let's go ahead and move on to the mail call part of the video so we can open up the packages I received. So first up, we have a pink mailing envelope, which means that this is a limited run game. I'm always excited when we get these. I pre-order a bunch of games through limited run, so when one of them shows up at the house, I have no clue which game it is. So it's always exciting to see what we got. Because a lot of these games, you pre-order them and you don't see them for up to 2 months or so. So, like, I even forget what I buy sometimes. So this is going to be a Switch game. Alright, so we have Bad North. Jotun Edition, I think is what that says. I have heard really good things about this game, but I've never checked it out, obviously, because it was a digital-only game. So when Limited Run did a physical release, I definitely jumped on it. So yeah, Bad North on Nintendo Switch. And just like always, we get a Limited Run card with the game. You always get one of these neat trading cards with all of the Limited Run releases, and I really like these. You know, I just put them in the game with the instruction manual or whatnot, but I mean, it's definitely a cool little add-in. One thing I noticed is the back of this card is a little bit different than the backs of the old cards. So this does look kind of like a newer design. So yeah, we got the card with Bad North for the Nintendo Switch. Alright, so next up we have a vanilla envelope thing here. Go ahead and cut this. Alright, so we've got a Sega Game Gear game. I have been really going hard on collecting the Sega Game Gear in this last month. I'm having a ton of fun with that system. So we have Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. So basically, the Sonic the Hedgehog games on Sega Game Gear, I've been having quite a lot of fun with them. They're a little bit more basic than the Genesis games, but that's to be expected on a handheld. I've never played Sonic Triple Trouble. Is this the third game in the series on the Game Gear? Let me know, because I haven't played this one. But I'm definitely going to be putting this in tonight and seeing what it's all about. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble on the Game Gear. Alright, so last up we have another, little mailing envelope here. So let's go ahead and cut this for our third and final package. Alright, so this is definitely bubble wrap pretty heavy, so let me go ahead and rip this stuff apart. I know what this is, so I'm definitely happy to get this. And I've been wanting to add this to the collection for a little while. Alright, so this game has a little bit of a beat up label, but like I said, I got this for a great deal, and I can live with a little bit of a beat up label. This is something that I've been wanting to play for a while. I've never actually played this game. I've played a lot of the games in this series, but we've got Castlevania Bloodlines on the Genesis. Yeah, so basically, you can read the spine you can read the label on the game, and most of the artwork is intact. It just has that one gash there at the bottom, but I can live with that. And like I said, I got this game for $18.50 if I remember correctly, so that's a really good deal for this game. When it comes to Genesis, I don't really like loose carts. I like to get in the clamshells, but I figured I could either pick this clamshell up at a later date, or I could just do a repro box for it. But yeah, Castlevania Bloodlines on the Sega Genesis. I've never played this, but I've seen several videos on it, and this game looks very impressive, and I'm definitely happy to get this and excited to give it a try. If you guys have played Castlevania Bloodlines, let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. But yeah, guys, so that is our video for the day. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this episode of GBA. If you have not yet, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would help me out tremendously, grow the channel. Guys, and if you know anybody who might enjoy this kind of content, please share the video around. That would also help out a lot. I want to know what y'all's opinions are in the comments about, the games that I bought and received in the mail today, and also what you thought about this month's Retro Game Treasure. Do you think it was worth the $35? Just let me know. Play some games, try to enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you do too. So until next time, everyone, I'll see you later.